Hello there, welcome to Saber Duel Gaming, where we always take the high ground, and welcome to our retro review of Starfox on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Nintendo has got a long and established history of characters and games that keep coming back through its consoles, reoccurring characters and franchises, and despite the success of these, one seems to have got lost in the mix, that being Starfox. Unfortunately, it's easy to see why. Star Fox 2 wasn't released until 22 years after it was completed. The Nintendo 64's Lila Wars, despite being a fantastic game, had an awful title. And then the GameCube's version, Star Fox Adventures, basically felt like it was nothing to do with the franchise. By the time we got to the Nintendo Wii U's Star Fox Zero, the franchise was kinda dead on its feet. However, we can't forget the fact that the original on the Super Nintendo was nothing short of revolutionary. Star Fox debuted the brand new FX chip that allowed the game to render hundreds of polygons in 3D at any one time, which gave the game a look that nothing on this console, or most other consoles at the time, could come close to. But despite the really advanced graphics, the game itself was pretty simple. It was an on-the-rails shooter, but the graphics made it feel so much more special, and there was so much love and depth put into the game. For a start, you played a particular character, and alongside you and your team was a mixture of other characters that you would get to know very well. Some of them you would quickly become to hate, others you would begin to love, and you couldn't help but build an attachment to these characters depending on how they interacted with you, which was different each game, depending on whether you accidentally shot them, whether you saved them from attack. They would react to you differently each time, making each version of the game, each time you played, that little bit different. And it wasn't only these discussions that added variety. For a start, from the opening mission, you could take 3 different routes, allowing you 3 completely different ways to complete the game. Even the individual levels themselves were littered with different ways to unlock power-ups, such as double blasters and power blasters, shields, and even ways to access a secret hidden black hole level. It was this level of depth, plus the unique anime feel to this type of space combat, that made it such a beloved game. Granted, a lot of people particularly wanted to kill Slippy, and Falco was an obnoxious jerk half the time, but beyond that, it was genuinely beloved. Hell, the controls made it more fun to play than most of the actual Star Wars games out there, so even within its own genre, this was probably the tip-top of the bunch. The game got an average score of about 88%, with many individual scores being over 90, and it's pretty easy to see why. This game was epic. So, how does it rank up now? Yes, it's time for that modern scrutiny, and quite frankly, it is still incredible. I picked this up, and while initially I found the controls a little bit tricky, within minutes, it was simple to play, it was fun to play, and quite frankly, better than half the combat games of this type now. It was perfect. There was no flaws to it, I'm sorry, there wasn't. Okay, some people might find the graphics, ironically the best bit about it at the time, a little bit dated, but if you can't look past that, you're the one that's missing out. It's a true shame that the Star Fox franchise never really caught on and met with the same legacy of those such as Zelda and Mario. Either way, for me this game gets a solid 8.5 out of 10, pretty much equal to what it was getting at the time. Thanks for watching. Please give us a thumbs up, comment below, and please feel free to subscribe here on TikTok or on Instagram.